You know, sometimes you stare out there in the mountains or in an empty parking lot and you wonder, how did I get here? Oh, then you remember. Ta-da! She's back! Yes! After several days and weeks of grueling work, she is back. Don't mind the scuffs on the mid fairings. That's the last on my list to take care of. They work right now, and I wanted to ride. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, Scarlett, my beloved R1, is back, and some new video equipment. I wanted to take the opportunity today to take you guys for a little ride. Nothing crazy. Hear the new exhaust, and just to enjoy the new camera and kind of catch up on a few things. So without further ado, I will present the Toast exhaust. The microphone cannot accurately depict the sheer amount of bass tone and lower frequencies that this puts out. It is incredible. This is not a this is definitely the exhaust that you take to the local parking garage to set off car alarms, because this thing is incredibly, has a lot of real low tones to it. You can almost feel it in your chest. We're just gonna take a little cruise. I gotta go by the Quick Trip gas station. Get it easy for the time being. Yeah, whip it around, baby. Here we go. No clue if you'll be able to hear me, but you will be able to hear the bike. At this speed, I do apologize. I might cut through some of this, but in the unlikely event that you can, it feels incredible to be back on the motorcycle. I think it wasn't so much that I hadn't ridden in 3 weeks. It was 3 weeks ago yesterday that I crashed. It wasn't so much that I hadn't ridden, because I've gone long stints without riding before, but it was the knowledge that I might not be able to ride for a while. Whether I couldn't get the bike back together, whether I would have lost my nerve, multiple reasons. But it is what it is. I'm back on the horse, and I'm not going anywhere. Past couple of days were a little, it was like riding the bike all over again for the first time. When I first rode the R1, I didn't have quite the exhilarating experience that you would think you do. It was nerve-wracking. It was difficult. Everything was new, but new kind of in a bad way. It was, how do I get used to, how do I do this thing, how do I do that thing? It was tough. going through. Cross lanes. Hopefully my highway footage turned out okay, but if not, here we are. I want to say welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. Looks like a lot of you guys really enjoyed the garage chats and the rebuild videos. You don't even have to do very much to get something out of it too, which is nice. Just have to give it a little bit of throttle and you get a nice, amazing sound. I don't know how good it's going to be for vlogging, we'll find out, but I know Motovelocity hasn't had any problems with his, so hopefully it turns out the same for me. So a few things that have been going on. I'm going to make a video later on talking about the crash. I just wanted to get out and do a little bit of testing today. But welcome to all my new subscribers, thank you for joining. I hope you guys enjoy the content, and I sincerely appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel. I cannot believe I passed 100 subscriptions just yesterday, I think. I guess that's proof positive that one way to massively market your YouTube channel is to crash your bike. But it all worked out in the end. Physically, I'm at about 90%. Still got a little shoulder twitching here and there. But, I mean, I'm obviously on the bike. Shifting like shit, though. It's a weird muscle memory. It only took a few weeks, and suddenly I'm stupid on everything, though I think I might have some lower air pressure in my tires. Part of the reason why I'm going to the station today. One topic that people have been talking about a lot of was the Paul Walker crash. It's pretty tragic in the sense that, you know, it's just, you know, we all do the things that we enjoy, and we don't expect them to kill us. And I'm part of the generation that received a lot of inspiration on part of Fast and Furious. I think I've always been into cars, but that particular movie kind of put of the Fast and Furious movies kind of put a visual image on, you know, the kinds of things that I wanted to do. I went out to a few of the illegal street races when I moved out here to Phoenix back in 2006, and I think I went to like 2 or 3 of them. They were kind of small, they weren't real big, but there was one. We were going to go out up north of the city. This is so good. We were going to go north of the city. On our way up there, we got word that the race had been busted. And that was kind of the wake-up call. I mean, it was fun, and it was kind of risky, but at the same time, it's not worth it. And then started tracking my bike, Jesus, shows where my head's at. Started tracking my car a few years later, and by then, you know, the emphasis was, you know, again, if you watch my tracker street video, you get to the point where you realize you can't do the same things on the street you can on the track. There's too many factors involved, and you sort of lose your ambition to go nuts on the street. But every once in a while, you know, you want to open it up, but you don't ever, like I said, you don't ever consider that sort of stuff is going to kill you. But it's risky. Riding a bike's risky, driving a car. I mean, driving a car in general, we don't really appreciate how risky it is to drive a vehicle. I'm amazed in this city alone, I'm amazed that people don't kill each other in droves every single day. I mean, you know, I can't say I followed him tremendously as an actor, but he was definitely involved in the racing community. Shortly after the first Fast and Furious, he started actually racing on the track. Had friends of mine that ran into him at Redline Time Attack. He's done a couple of, I don't know if he recently competed in the 25, not this year, but last year, the 25 Hours of Thunderhill. I can't remember, but he was involved driving a Mazda for an endurance race. I apologize if I sound like I'm kind of talking through my teeth. The new Icon helmet, they fit me great in the head section, but my cheeks, I've got kind of chipmunk cheeks, and honestly, I feel like my face is going to implode. Thanks for letting me through. Is the air station open? Yes, it is. I guess I'm just gonna have to pull in. Yeah. So, I don't know, I could discuss a little bit more about the bike in general. Things that were damaged in the crash, obviously my helmet. I got new gloves. I actually got full gauntlet gloves this time as opposed to the cutoffs I had before, which were still actually in good shape. I may use those for the summertime. These are much warmer. And of course you can't go wrong with having footage of your gloves. So some items of note on the bike. New frame sliders, new grips, new bar ends. Kind of on the fence about the grips. They're fairly cheap, so it's not that big of a deal. The color seems to get dirty really easily. Biggest new addition besides the rear Toast exhaust is the solo seat, which I'm really liking. I think it makes the bike look a lot more streamlined. Oh no, it's out of service. No wonder nobody was over here. Great. Well, that was retardo.